Often services online require you to register and give personal information, things like email addresses, home address, even your phone number and other personal information. As you're aware, you need to minimize the information that you give out and the amount of places that you register. This protects you from identity theft, it protects you from privacy invasions, from spam, from phishing, etc. Where possible, simply avoid creating an account or registering. One service you can use or try to use is BugMeNot. So say for example you want to use some of the services on imdb.com. Do a search on here. And there are shared accounts that you can use for IMDb that will give you access to the functionality that you want to access, that you can only access if you're registered by this shared account. And there's also a plugin you can get for BugMeNot. So this will work for a number of sites as long as you don't need to use that login for anything private. You want to use it generically, then this works just fine. If you have to register, say for example you want an account on a forum, then use fake information wherever possible, name, address, age, location, etc., as none of these are generally verifiable. Often you need to enter an email address for registration, as it's used to send you a verification email. One option is to use what are known as throwaway or disposable email accounts. Guerrilla Mail is one of the most well known. So if you look here, this is auto-generated an email address for me. If I register with that email address, I'll start to see my emails here, and then I can respond to that for my registration. There are a number of other ones available. Here are some of the other ones. But obviously remember, anyone else can read these emails who knows this unique email address, and the hosting company can. So this is more of an anonymity thing over security. And of course, if they send you passwords via this disposable email account, then you obviously do need to change it. But if you want to keep access to the service and you want some security out of the service, then probably the best option is to use an email account you have set up for this purpose, being the identity you are associating with the service you are registering for, separate from the email attached to your true identity. You can also set up an email account just for throwaway registration, separate from the email account you normally use for communication, such as register123@gmail or the like, something like that. That's what I use for registration when I do need to register for things that are low priority services. Some services require phone verification via voice or SMS. There are sites you can use to receive SMS messages. You can use these for SMS verification. They are public though, in the same way the emails are. So if you see here, this is an example site. You would give them this phone number, and these are the text messages that are getting sent to this all the time. If we click here, you can see this site offers a number of different phone numbers that you can choose to register with, and you can see this is receiving messages all of the time. Some interesting messages here. I wonder what this is all about. I mean, people can use this obviously for non-private but anonymous communication with people. If you do a search for receiving SMSs online or searches like that, then you'll find other sites that do the same, and there are lots of them, and some of them are free. There's a list here on this link of 10 such sites where you can receive SMS messages. But it may not be suitable to use a public service like this. If you need serious anonymity, in some countries it may be easier to buy a SIM card and a phone with cash anonymously. These are known as burner phones. You can use one of these for the registration and then not use it again. Switch it on away from your home and preferably in a crowded place. Receive the SMS confirmation and switch it off. Obviously this is only for those with serious anonymity needs. Nation states do monitor four-burner phones that are switched on occasionally and for short periods of time. Then they cross-correlate it with other phones in the area for profiling. You can buy verified email accounts and other verified accounts if you look on hacker forums and dark web forums that are already pre-verified, and you can buy them with Bitcoin anonymously. You would need to search on the various forums for such services.